Right, here we go. Played a little bit earlier. I wasn't recording, but I did some trying to make a little bit of money, like in ways that don't like aren't overly tedious for me. So I did three of the daily expeditions, just the regular ones. I didn't know they changed it, so I took off all my. Okay, honey. Oh, my little dog's got a puppy eye. You okay, baby? Okay, so be careful. Those are big dogs out there. Be careful, sweetie. Um, she sometimes gets a little irritated, like if something gets in her eye. Or, you okay, sweetie pie? You want to come on up? Okay, let me grab you. Oh, no, you got a puppy eye. Oh, you better come up here and lay down. Okay, sweetie pie. Lay down. Excuse me. But yeah, so I did the regular dungeons, and I was like equipping. I bought this random cheap sword, put a carnelian in it, so I could like queue as a quote unquote tank. So I stripped all my other armor off to get under 200 GS because I heard what the threshold is. Put this thing on, queued as a tank. So it worked, but it didn't. Like I guess they changed it so where you no longer just get Amrine, which is a really fast way to do it, and that's what I was hoping for. But so I got the tank or like tank slash healer bonus for 250 extra gold per run. So it's like 750 total per day. I guess I could net. And then I got randomly like three different dungeons. I got one was Genesis, one was Depths, and one was Empyrean Forge, which is kind of cool. It's Depths is like long, so that one I don't think it's worth the time at all to do it for this. Just for it's fine. It's like 20 roughly 20-25 minutes to do it, even on regular, just because there's so much running. It's a long one. Um, I mean, it might have been 15, but it felt like longer. And then Imperium Forge is pretty easy, a decent amount of running. It's probably more like a mid one. I mean, if you pull Tempest, it's going to suck because Tempest takes forever. Tempest is really long, but and I got Genesis. Genesis was the quickest, so I was hoping for Amrine, but got other ones. So it's I don't mind like helping people through, and there was definitely some people in there that like didn't have high GS, so I was like carrying the dungeon for them, and that's fine. It's kind of cool. I remember like when you're on a new character, it is difficult to kind of level up and do the expeditions. You kind of get stuck a little bit. So let me. I'm gonna try up here and go this side. Um, but yeah, so I remember it was a little tough um, that way because you couldn't get any of them to launch. So excuse me, I had to cough. But yeah, the putting the bonuses in there, the daily bonuses for the vet to motivate the veteran player base to run those to help kind of new characters through those expeditions, and the random queue. I think they did that. It's good design because it helps the new players to the server um, participate in the content without getting like stonewalled out. Because like for a very long time, like there was just no one running the dungeons, so like you just couldn't get a dungeon going. So like if you're trying to, it was just tough. You sit in for 30, 40 an hour, and your dungeon would never pop. So I think this is a good solution for them because, and again, like the biggest thing that kills MMOs is usually when the servers feel dead, and then the player base falls off because it kind of has like a compounding effect. The more, the less players there are to kind of interact with or see in the world, the more empty it is. So that's why I play on East. I live on the West Coast, but I play on East. And I always think like, man, I really would like to play on West Coast for the lower ping. It'd be so much better. But then I have characters over there, like a bunch of level 65s, but I just don't play them, and I don't level them up. I'm not active on them because the worlds are more or less empty, like in comparison. So, like when I was trying to run content over there to like grind gear, it was like really hard. I'm probably gonna fight that guy here. He's gonna turn around. And that's cool if he does. I don't have anything on me anyways. But yeah, so I don't know. Like they've definitely made a lot of nice changes. Like at this point, they could probably go to like a sub model and get away with it somewhat. Excuse me, I'm gonna cough again. One second. Because it would really help them expand their team. I guess if they invest the money in the team and the development of content. But if you're doing like a no sub model, it's difficult to probably have a team large enough to produce content to keep up, especially for the PvE players, because they just devour content, to keep up enough to make them happy. This is a dangerous one, so we'll see how this goes. I don't know if my food's active. It might be. So my build is like okay. I'd say it's like definitely jank, but it gives me a taste of the build that I'm trying to build towards. So I don't mind getting some PvP action out here. That's kind of what I'm looking for a little bit. Like I'm trying to get some doubloons, but I also wouldn't mind taking some fights. So we'll see. So I normally play for years New World Bruiser. So I was a Warhammer Great Axe main. But I've been trying to branch out. And play other things. So I'm gonna go over here and fight this guy. I don't really get off my ass, or else I would have been a lot quicker. Try to stagger me in the back. I don't see he had some mats. Okay, not a lot, but yeah. And that other player was going towards the chest, so it was like random timing. He probably cleared all the other ones over here on the steps, and I always forget to check names because I feel bad about that. Like I joined a random guild on the server, and so I'm not familiar with any of the players because I've taken months off of the game, like 3-4 months I haven't played. I'm just returning, so I don't really know people, and I think the server's changed too, so I think this server merged or something, because the server that I'm now on, I don't remember being in before, so I'm pretty sure it merged. So they must have had like a lot of player fall off since I left too. Yeah, so sometimes the leech chest spawns there, and then on the stairs here, there's quite a few. But I think that player, since he's come from this direction, probably swept all these already. I'll check since I'm over here already. And over up top. There's some iron nodes down there. And so yeah, the elite chests are kind of like all randomly up here on the staircase, but it looks like this other player snagged them all on their loot. Yeah, and there's usually some here, and there's little like down there on those hanging platforms, they spawn on those too. And across the way here, there's usually, man, there's alligators. I didn't know they could climb up there. Look at him go. He's chasing me the whole way. Okay. There's a player. Let me see if I can get this guy. Where's he going? Oh, he dropped down. No. Oh, it's another VG user. Oh, it's a VG killer. That's dangerous. I don't think I can kill this guy. Because I don't have pestilence. This is gonna be a long fight. I could probably kill him. He's just gonna take forever. And I think they can do it too. I don't have pestilence on, which is the thing. I think I'm just gonna let him go. I could probably kill him, but without pestilence, it'd be harder. Let me just equip it, just so if I run. Oh, I can't because I don't have another VG. So that's the problem I have, is that I don't have another VG right now. I just have Life Taker, which isn't even good for this build because Life Taker is like a ranged, like armor stripper, and I don't know if Big Mo is that name ring a bell? Big Mo. I don't know names for my new company. Let me check. If they are, I shouldn't be killing them anyways. I don't know if these guys like to kill crew members. I was sitting in Discord and they do. I don't see them on, so yeah, probably not. And I probably could have killed that guy if I played better. Like, I'm still very new to VG. I normally don't play VG. I'm an browser player. And so I have a jank build, but it's whatever. Ah. I think they were a mage, but I'm not 100% sure. They're dropping down. They don't want to fight. They're probably farming stuff. Oh, it's right here. He's hiding. Oh, he's going all the way down? Really? See the game now. Oh, he's gonna die. So I won't overcommit on this side. Yeah, he was kiting pretty well. GG's. Good kiting. Probably gets away if he doesn't run himself into like deep water on both sides. But oh fuck, I think I'm fucked over here now too. I think I'm at this one. But yeah, I'll show you guys my build. So I'm using the Jin. Like, I don't even have gems on a couple items. I just upgraded Endless Thirst and Djinn yesterday, the day before. I shouldn't be using Life Taker because it's a range thing. And, I mean, it works okay with BB, but, like, I should be using a different VG that's more for Voidblade. And I don't have any of the perks for Voidblade build yet. Like, I haven't even updated Life Taker. Keg is, I guess, okay, but I don't even know if BB is the best thing for VG anyways. I see people using different things. And I'm just using random other gear pieces that are like fill-ins. Like, they're decent perks, but like this one's not for the build at all. And I think they're using completely different ones, but I don't have Oblivion perk. I don't have Scream perk. I don't have Voidblade's Lifesteal perk. You know, this amulet's not very good. I mean, 725, but like, it's okay. And the ring, like, it's just a two perker, hardy healing raise. Like, there's bloodletting. I don't have any bleed on this build, so it's like, it's not great. But hey, I'm just trying to get a feel for the build right now and like that play style, because I normally don't play Void Gauntlet. I just have, I don't almost have no experience with Void Gauntlet. It's very new to me. And then like out here, it seems like some people want every fight, and other people kind of run from every fight. So I'm still kind of getting used to the names. Maybe it's because I never really pay attention. That's cope. I never really pay attention to people's names. Or it's not cope, but it's just me yapping. I still don't even know where the hell I am. Oh, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. Okay, I thought it was up here. What do I have to do there? Kill players in Citadel? Okay, come on up there. I don't think I have a ton of mats on me. So I killed 3 players out here earlier. One definitely didn't want to fight. It was like some kind of shield user. They were trying to run the whole way, so I killed them in the water. One change they made, I could tell, is that I think it might be, yeah, right there. So I remember there was being like some like X over here I could dig up. I don't remember exactly where it is. Is it over here? There it is. But yeah, he didn't want to fight. But I killed him in the water on the south side of the free-for-all island. And one change they made that's nice is now is they put the person's bag in a place where you can collect it, or at least nearby. Maybe it was random, but it seemed like they made a change. All right, so I got 70 doubloons. Not sure. So where are these mats that I have? Oh, I guess they're like here. They're my, yeah. So I don't really care about those. But yeah, anyways. And then the other two, one was a bow, I think bow spear. I don't remember the secondary weapon. The last one was a scorpion bow, spear user with hatchet. So they were scorpion sting, not sting, scorpion spear user plus hatchet. They were running a lot. But hey, they fought. They were running a lot, kiting, but like resetting for potions. But they didn't just take off and run, so I give them credit. And then like a couple days before when I first got back, I was in a medium B blunderbuss plus hatchet build. Might have been hatchet, might have been something else. And a light blundy just smoked me twice. But I went back for the second fight because I wanted to fight him again. But definitely got the best of me. The second one was close. The first one, he just smoked me. I didn't have a chance. But I didn't have my food set on the first fight, so I went back a second time to see how close I can get it. I didn't have my food, and I didn't have honing stone set. I misplayed a little bit on the second fight, but no, they definitely got me. Deservedly so. Alright, so I don't normally hang out on this side, so I'll go check out things and see what's going on over here. I don't know, like with the merged servers, if people run around groups over here or not. I'm not really looking for like to fight groups of players. So there's probably somebody in here collecting chests because I don't see much. So let me go look for a player. They're probably hanging out here, or maybe a group of. I gotta be somewhat careful. That was weird. Kind of like read me twice there. They have like very low cooldowns. The AI does like, I think you read me like 3 times in like 5 seconds. Okay. One thing about using blunderbuss though, it's so loud when you shoot it. Like if there are players in the area, they're gonna know you're here. because like you can hear like pitter patter. There's a guy. It's a here. Careful here. This guy's gonna die fast if he comes at me. Buddy. He's probably gonna run. Oh, he's gonna fight. Oh, it's a different build. He's a different player. Oh, throwing hatchet build, okay. Crazy movement. He's tanky. Very, very tanky. I'm getting shot by this blunderbuss mob. I wasn't sure why all the mobs are going for me when he's the one that's on them. I can't fight the mobs in the game. He's pretty tough. He's good. He's good player. He was crazy tanky. One of the spears like had a lot of region. Yeah, crazy tanky. I think he's using like a high con build because I was not thinking him at all. He must have killed that other player, that other bow. Because that other bow was not going to do much damage to me. Let's see what I have. I got about 100, almost 182, so I'll head back and make these. I'm trying to get to 750. That's why I was being somewhat cautious and not fully committing there because I want to buy Shimmer Fist, the DG, so that way I can work towards more of like an actual build. Is there a chest here? There it is. Great for it. Be like the hatchet, like speed, he had so much movement. He was always going to be able to reset the fight. So it's like, with the amount of movement, it wasn't a big point for me to keep engaging. Like, even if I got ahead and somehow got the upper hand in the fight, I couldn't hold him to the side because hatchet can break things. Berserk and then root him, but I don't think with how much calm that he was running that I would have been able to burn him down with like a janky version of this build. So like if he stood and fought, maybe I could get him, but like Spear has a ton of utility perks to fight. I won't say I would give him a and he seemed like he's pretty proficient with the weapons, where I'm learning VG, my gear is not very good for the build specifically. So I don't know. I definitely like, I think think more often than not, as things were, he would probably have killed me, but it wasn't like a landslide either way. It's fun to play with a build, and I don't know the PG. Like, so Bruiser, I know all the play very well. Like, I know what Bruiser is strong into on his weak neutral for counter. But for VG and BD, the Grand Bass and Big Runner, I don't know what it is. So I'm still learning what to counter and what counters now. And the VG is going to depend, like, to the build. Like, once there's going to be things that kill me right now just because I don't have gear for it. And then later they struggle versus me because I do have the players. But like right now I don't have it's not rending. I don't know what the Bolivian perk is. It like strips all buffs. And like, that would be really cool for a spear player. Because spear just gets a shit ton of buffs. So that would have been helpful. And then just nullifying and doing it. I don't know. And then for Scream, sometimes putrefying Scream, and that's like a disease perk as far as I know. But I have to check. I might do something else. It sounds like a disease. For the Void Blade itself, I don't have the lifesteal element of it itself. I'm not getting benefit like when I'm in melee attacks. Like even when he was fighting with Spear, I don't have the leeching off of the Void Blade. I forgot what it's called. Like, I'll go to town and check. But yeah, so I'll be working on this build. I know they said Void Goblin's going to get some nerfs, but it is so stupidly strong. It's just really strong right now. Once you have the perks for it and have the gear, it's just a very strong melee-based build right now. I think I could have killed that healer, the healer VG. It just would have taken me some time. But same thing, like if I had Nullifying Oblivion, I could strip the healer of their buffs, and then have like at least a window to attack them, so they wouldn't have like they wouldn't be getting benefit of fortifying straight ground for at least a window of time. But since I can't strip the buffs right now properly because I don't have the perks, like those windows where normally I could do damage and finish the fight, I'm just kind of like tickling. So this build will only get better as you get the right perks for it. And again, I don't know if Void Blade, I think they were suggesting on the guides I saw, they were suggesting using VG with Scorpion and also the Artifact Lifestaff, or one of the Artifact Lifestaffs. But I don't plan on playing Lifestaff. I never have played Lifestaff, so I'm probably not going to do it. Okay, let's take a look. Get 5 of those. I think I'm going to do this because I'm working towards upgrading my... I just crafted this thing yesterday. I normally don't use Dark Descent, but it's part of the build. So I was building this up, and I need to get to 50 of the orbs to be able to upgrade this to 700. And I think I'm a far cry away from that. I'm at 22, so yeah, even after just buying those. And I can go to the Faction Vendor too. I forget the Faction Vendor sells those, so I can convert some of my faction tokens. I should, dang it, I forgot that is a thing. But yeah, I'll go do that in a second. Just seeing if they change anything else. Anyways, that's probably a crafting thing. I always forget that is. I'm probably not going to do these. Shrinking case. So, the Shimmer Fist. I'm pretty sure it's 725 or 750. Where is it at? There it is. 750. So I need like 200 more. Make like 2 more trips out there and get enough for that. Yeah, and then that's a GS upgrade over Life Taker anyways. I'll lose the passive negative energy, range attacks, inflict disintegrate on both weapons. And if you so I lose that, so I wouldn't be disintegrating enemies anymore. But in the refreshing move is actually pretty decent, and lifesteal's not bad for the build. Keen's also actually very good, so the perks are not bad for it, but the passive itself isn't great. So like I'll I already checked. I'll have a damage increase on base damage just by increasing the GS by going to the Shimmer Fist. And then I can start using like, so this is better for damage, but like some of these guys I could disease them, and that way they had a harder time like regenning so much. But that spear user, I didn't see him use Cyclone. I think he was using Skewer, Sweep. Maybe it was Cyclone. I don't remember what the third one was. Definitely Skewer and Sweep. And then what was his third skill? So I don't play Spear. Normally people use Cyclone. I didn't see him try to jab me. It might have been Perforate, so maybe he was doing Skewer, Perforate, Sweep. That might have been it. Because Skewer and Perforate are both like very linear. Maybe I just did pick up on the difference. So he's probably doing Skewer, Perforate, and Sweep, and then like weakening me with Skewer, buffing himself, you know, getting me rented, getting me weakened. Spear just has crazy buffs. But if I pop down Nullify and Oblivion, so that's what I was doing. Like he jumped in on me with Skewer and Perforate. I dropped down. I'm not sure if I timed it well, but ideally I dropped down Oblivion, and then he kept running away. So as soon as I dropped Oblivion and pulled out the Void Blade, he kept running. So he was very good in and out. So he's going in and out. So he wasn't trying to auto attack. He's just trying to reset 5 seconds, wait for his combo to be back up, then go back in for another Skewer and Perforate, and then reset the fight, get back out again. So like he's very Spear and Hatchet are very jumpy, and then he had for Hatchet he was using the he was using for Hatchet. Where's Hatchet? Hatchet, he was using Blur, of course. He was using social distancing, and I think he was using effective throw. Yeah, so he's using that disease pit, and then he's using social distancing to get away from the fight and reset. So he's using his root also as a fight resetter, and then he's got Berserk, so he's way faster than me. And like the VG build that I saw uses like a heavy boot from Worm for like haste to move around, but I don't have that. So I'm a very slow build with this, right? With Flutter Blast, I can like move myself back a little bit with Net Shot. That's what all the movement I have. So like I'm pretty stationary. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm pretty much committed to fights. But like, you know, if people can run away from me right now because I don't really have any haste in the open world on this build. I don't have any keen speed or anything like that. It'd be nice because I think you need something like that to keep up with the basic attacks on VG, but I'm not really keeping up. So maybe I have to get like keen speed or something like that on a piece. That way I can chase better. But yeah, and again, I was missing 2 gems, but that Spear user is a good player. It's definitely a good player. I just don't know if Enchant Word, Refreshing Health, I'll probably put a gem on this one because that's not horrible. This one, it's not very good. I just don't know if I have anything better at the moment. I think I checked. That's just like the best I have. So you want something with Divine because Divine does well with VG. And how do you know if my attributes are right? I think this is like more or less okay, but I'm not certain 100%. I think some people were putting like 25 into Dex to get to crit chance. And maybe light attack damage. Maybe they're doing 25 strength and just trying to get into the light attack damage. I could see that. The CDR is pretty good, and that, you know, obviously buffs VG. You want to be 300 con for grid, I guess. You could probably run less con, and then pump going to like strength 20, put 20 points into strength and 30 more into focus, and drop down to like 250 con. I don't know. Like grit sometimes feels useful. I'm not heavy attacking as a VG user right now. Maybe I should be. The light attack startups. Anyways, I still gotta learn the VG and the Void Blade kind of deal. It seems like I'm not as sticky as I need to be to finish kills, like because people reset the fight pretty easily against me, and like you really need to be sticky. So I gotta time my screams better, And maybe I need to scream like before they bounce out, so don't screen them when they're in melee range, but when they turn their back to try to run, scream them then. So maybe I'm not using scream in the right places. Like instead of like when they engage and they're in my face, I don't need to scream them because they're on me. But then just prevent them from escaping. So rather than like as soon as they're in range, I just pop it, and it's like short cooldown. But maybe I could be more tactical with when I use it. I don't think I have any more gems, so I'll have to buy one. Yeah, so I need to go buy one. So I'll get about 7.5 and 7.5. I think people were running more elemental with this in OPR, but since I'm mainly out in the free-for-all island right now, I'm mostly running into Fizz. I'm not running into a lot of elemental, and it's not giving me a problem too much right now. Because I'm not getting shot by like 3 or 4 of them. It's usually just physical stuff right now. It's I take that back. If I run into an intelligence blunderbuss, that might be different. But I still think Fizz is the way to go for right now. If I do OPR, it'll change. So let me get a Onyx. And I also like just tend to be like a creature of routine with gems. Like I've always run balanced gems for the most part. Like one, or I might go one split either way, but for the most part I've always run 10-10. Like sometimes I'll put some fire gems in there, but like I know people swore by fire gems for a long time as bruisers. Like, you can just use opals, and opals like give you mitigation to everything. Like 2.5% more to fire, especially when they're splitting their gem. Like half the fire staff users in war were like using an ice gem in their fire staff anyway. So it's like it's all equating to the same thing. You're getting 5% reduction on half their damage rather than using an opal. You get 2.5% reduction on all of their damage, and then also you get 2.5% reduction on all elemental of other types that you just get ice, VGs, on point. So it's like, to me, like, it never made sense to use fire staffs unless you knew for certain that every fire staff user in the war was never splitting their damage type, and they were always just using, like, I don't know, like a diamond or something like that instead of a different elemental type split. But I didn't really play fire staff in war, but I'm pretty sure most were splitting. Maybe, I'm not gonna say all, but I think most were splitting. In which examples are just the better play. For overall mitigation. Alright, so I'm really not going to spec that one for right now because I'm trying to replace this. I don't know what with yet for this build. I don't really have... I have a bunch of strength amulets is the problem. I don't have... you think for really this might be an amulet I have to craft or buy off the market. Yeah, I'll put some weight away and then... think about what I want to do. So I could join a Gorgon, I guess, or try to. I've already done the 3 daily expeditions, already done the 3 daily event thing, the free, already done that. I'm going to run for a couple of skis up there. It is actually pretty popular now. It's a lot of people. I'm not opposed to gathering a little bit, but like I do tend to get a little like tired of gathering. thing too, like I noticed is that on the visual settings changes now you can do that lower your settings, and that they actually are very effective, improving your performance. Mine was set to AMD, but I'm using NVIDIA, so I switched mine to NVIDIA about an hour ago or so because I don't have an AMD processor. I'm using it in NVIDIA, but it defaulted to AMD, so I'm not sure the difference between the two. I'm not tech oriented. And mine was set to for mode, right? It was set to quality. I went to ultra performance and it was like full on potato mode. So it's kind of cool. So if you're doing war or PvP and you're having a hard time with stuttering and lag, like I normally have in OPR and wars, you could do this and it changes to potato mode. The problem is your character looks really ugly in that mode, but if you're okay with it, that's the play. So it's nice to at least give you options. Hey, what kind of visual quality do you want? Are you okay with some lag? You can go to quality. Do you want like really performance stuff just for action combat and you don't care about the visuals so much? You can go to ultra performance, and it really does have a dramatic difference. Definitely try it if you haven't. So currently I'm using balance, but I can go I'll go to ultra performance now, and then I'll show you. It's definitely potato mode, at least for me. It's not full potato, but it's pretty close. And I switched from very high to low because I was getting a lot of stuttering with the game. And maybe like with ultra performance, if I put it on high or very high, I could do it. But anyways, I'd rather not have lag when I'm doing combat. Little blips and stuttering. NVIDIA reflex low latency. I turned it on to on plus boost. I don't know between on plus boost, off. It was set to off for me, so I turned this on plus boost. I don't know. I'm just messing around with things to see what works. And yeah, I have it capped at 60 for FPS for me. Like I could run unlimited on potato mode probably, but I mean I could try that. It's worth testing. But you can see already like my character is much more blurred. So see how all the edges are blurred, and like the outfit is like very blurry. You can probably tell it mostly from my gloves. Like the gloves have the most detail when I'm on the other quality mode, and then like they're very blurry. So it's more of just like I think what it does, like the cape is very similar, but what it does I think is it removes, you can see from the gloves and the mantle, I think it reduces the textures. So things are just more like fuzzy. Alright, so we got 200 more doubloons. Hold on. I lost my food. And I don't know if I have more in food on me. Dex, con, strength. There we go. Alright, and is that. Am I out of homing skills? Apparently I'm not. I'm just going to pop one of these. I don't care. I usually keep. I could have done that one. Fine. I didn't see anything. I normally have that like gray whetstone. It looks like we have. It's kind of like a sideways rectangle. So go back to my normal spot over here. I'll try this out. It's actually been pretty popular on the server lately, which is interesting. Normally, before on the server for us, this area is always there. I like going to. I think it's Undone Island. Yeah, Undone Island. That's the. But yeah, people have been over there lately, so it's kind of nice. You actually get more fights, which keeps you on your toes. Whereas like before, like on the servers yeah, I think maybe people just want to know that may not really sure. You see like even the words much more like fuzzy. But I like that they do this though, like for players, because before it was like I tried to do potato mode once before, and like it really screwed up my not my computer as a whole, but like the performance in the game. It really screwed it up. So I had to like completely do a reset on my PC to get rid of it. So it's nice that they set that up itself, and it's just like one toggle switch, and you can like turn it on, turn it off, and test it to see how it performs for you. So I really like that. This mom's gonna attack me. I can feel it. Yeah, I hear it. I'll get it. Let's see if I can do this again. The front's probably the most dangerous spot here. Let's go try to grab these. I'm probably gonna do 2 runs of like 100. We'll see. If there's anyone in here, they're gonna know I'm here. Yeah, I heard like there's I'm not sure if it was season 9 or season 10, they're going to make these chests, like the wheel, the time it takes to open them, like half as much as it is now, which is pretty cool. Really nice change. Check this out. There's the one. For whatever reason, I found a lot of people that are up on this platform, the one above me, fighting above there. It's like a very common place where I find people. I don't know what it is. So there's mobs everywhere, but it's specifically that one. Alright, so I'm almost at 100. I'll do this one and the one over there, then I'll head back. I could stay. I'm already here. It doesn't really matter if I die. But I know like there was used to like be a thing where your first 100 mats of these, like you, if you died, you wouldn't lose. It's like normally when I kill people, that's why like I never get. You always get like one. Doubling off the body or the back of the drum because they're under 100, so like you just don't get much from the kill. You get the drop resources. It seems like the north side of the map is much more popular for people to gather at. So like usually if I get resources, it's normally when I'm at the top side if I go up there. Down here, it seems like people are just looking for the weekly coconut, or else they're looking to gank. Yeah, if they speed up like the chest to be twice as fast to open, that'd be great. And then I don't know if they were increasing the amount of doubloons the chest specifically. I can't recall. They may have been, but they also said they were gonna like give better access to 725 materials or gear. At the CK well, which would be a great change. But I hope they changed the perk pools because those are not good. I've tried to get up here so many times, I couldn't find a way out there. I don't think there is. Because it seems to be like blocking me right here. It won't let me run up there. Like, yeah, I guess it's just like a visual thing. I've always wanted to climb that ship. But, oh, like, yeah, it doesn't let you go. It doesn't want you to. I guess it's not. It looks like you should be able to climb on that damn thing, but yeah, it doesn't let me. Yeah, so like you can't get up there. It's blocked off. Like it looks like you should be able to run up there and get on the ship, but you just can't. That sucks. Alright, so I'll run around this way. It's pushing you away from it. I've always thought there's like some kind of like special way to get up there, and if I do figure it out, it'd be fun. But there is not. Go this way. Chest below. There's usually chests in the house across the way. I could run over there. There's a ghost over there too. Kill the ghost for it. It's usually right here, I think. Maybe it's down below. For the moment, but that could change at any time. It was funny seeing the buddies, the couple of there's chests upstairs I can go grab. They were in their boat builds. And like you could tell, like they were first timid, and then they're like, "Let's go for it, let's get the kill." And then I scared them because I think I was tankier than they were expecting. and then one fell off. He got a little scared, and then I misplayed, and he fell off the deck where the platform we were fighting on to the lower level. And then I think that spear user got him because that spear user was much better. And I killed the other friend, the two. And, I might be getting close. Maybe another 50 or so. But yeah, there's certain builds right now that are just, actually, there's probably gear there for experience too. 210. Okay, so I have enough. So I should probably just head back now. There's a chest right there, but I'll go grab this one. But yeah, it's fun. It was fun to fight them. Yeah, some of the gear really does matter in this game. Like it's a game where gear definitely has a major impact. Alright, I don't want to get too greedy here. Yeah. There's always more chests. Might be doing Gorgon. Wow, this plug went well. But yeah, it's fun to fight, like test your build up to see if you can more than one player. In certain builds you could, but it's tough. Like, if there's two that spear hatchet user on me, I'm definitely dead. I can't get away from them, they're gonna kill me. Because maybe if I had all the perks and I was like really kitted out 725, I'd have a chance. But I'm so new to the build and I don't have the perks for it, and my gear is definitely not 725. That yeah, they would definitely miss me. But like those two bow users, no problem. I could kill them all day long. Like better bow players were fair, they would just run off me, they wouldn't let me kill them. But those guys were overconfident and came into the melee range to try to throw hands with me, and I don't think they realized I was a BG, to be fair, because I had my blunderbuss out, and I was like using that to kind of like soften up a little bit from range, and then like hit around the corner, and then when they came, like really went, okay, let's go for the kill. I pulled out the BG, screamed Oblivion, and they're like, oh fuck. If it was like they hard CC chain me, if you're running low con out here, it's like, it's not hard. You can do it, like, you have to be really good. But they might have been on like console too. They might have been like friends playing PS5 or Xbox and just like learning the game for No, to be fair, I'm learning weapons, but I don't learn games so much. I'm just learning this build. Alright, so let's go by Shimmer Fist. Checking for iron over there. Scorp, it's daytime, can't do Scorp. Maybe change it before we could only do Scorpion at night. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, let's head back. So I also could work up. Dang, should I buy Shimmer Fist? Or should I just upgrade the Blunderbuss? I can't remember if I have this Blunderbuss at 715 or 725. I forget. Maybe it's only 715. I'll check and then decide. I don't know what's best. Because in this build, like mainly, it's a VG build. It's not a Blunderbuss build. It's VG and then whatever secondary I want to throw on it to have. I just happen to be comfortable with Blunderbuss right now. I don't have Scorpion. I could use Rapier, but I kind of like having a little bit of a range element to the build because I don't really like using, or I'm not very good at like blade auto attack, and that's not what the build's about anyways. That I'm working towards. So let me see. Do I have Blondie at 725? I do. Okay, so I have Ectoplasm Keg 725. Now I'm gonna Shimmer Fist. Shimmer Mist. I was saying Fist. It's Mist. I think it should be Shimmer Fist. I think that's a better name. But anyways, all right. So we're gonna unlock this thing. It's gonna be penetrating the empowered, which is gonna be good. It's like that spear user would have been empowered for sure. I think the healers, that VG healer build would have been empowered. So that's gonna be good. That's gonna be critical hits against empowered players will have 10% armor pen and reduce the duration of empowers on them by 7%. So that's pretty good. Even though eventually I'll be using Oblivion, so that'll be kind of redundant. But this probably isn't BIS, but it's for right now. It's good. And then Keen with a third perk. So we'll see what the third perk is. Locked in with Pen, Mortal Power. Ugh, that is not good. That is not good. But to be fair, once you upgrade it, I think you pick your third perk anyways, so it's okay. So I just need to save up. I think it's another 750 doubloons, and then I can upgrade this to 725, and then you just load whatever third perk you want on it, as far as my understanding. So Mortal Power gains 16% empowered for 20 seconds on kill, 1 second cooldown. So I could go like try to kill a rabbit and then do PvP. But let me cut around and wait for a squirrel so I can kill and get this buff. That's not very good. But okay, so it's a 2-perker. Keen and Pennant turning the empowered. So this is Keen ref move life stealing. But see, 1306 base damage. This should be higher. 1320. It's not that much. It's only 15. Keen and penetrating the empowered. That Mortal Power that one hurts because it offers no benefit. Whereas like we're doing this Keen lifesteal with ref move. Gosh, I don't know. I might stick with Life Taker until I upgrade it. And then once I get it upgraded, but so the build. Let me switch menus here and look. The build suggests that the BIS Void Gauntlet for this build, as far as Cousin, which is the guide I was looking at. Oh no. I have to load it. So the starter one, it's loading. 1 second. So the starter VG, I think it's Shimmer Fist. Let me check. Yeah, Shimmer Mist. I keep saying it wrong. Shimmer Mist. And then instead of the Mortal perk that it randomly rolled for me, it would be Alacritous Punishment. So PvP only, plus 15% damage to players with haste. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a huge damage buff. Okay, so Alacritous Punishment. I wonder if that's one where I can tonic and Minerva. I'll have to check to see if I have that, or else I can buy it. I don't think it's as expensive as it used to be. For the BIS setup, they're suggesting Life Staff secondary using Vengeance, the Life Staff artifact. But I don't play Life Staff, and I'm not really interested in playing Life Staffs, so I probably would never work towards the Bissy build. But they're saying Gorgon's Void Gauntlet is the best, and the 3 perks you want are with Electrified Jasper, and you want to use... Hold on a second. Let me switch back and look at this Shimmer Mist. They didn't put a gem in it. Okay, it would be Alacritous Punishment again, but with Plague Crits, critical strikes against targets with disease, or inflict disease for 6 seconds, reducing healing effectiveness on the target by 27%. and healing by 13. Sundering stacks. So Sundering stacks, plague crits, and Alacrity's punishment. So it's more of a debuffing VG. So it's interesting. They're not. Well, you have the huge damage spike in Alacrity's punishment, but the other two are just debuffs. So it's almost like you're using Pestilence, but on the VG. So, gosh, that is interesting. So I wonder. Now I wonder if it's better if I'll be using Pestilence as a blunderbuss. I could probably use a different VG in the meantime. So I could use Pest to like soften them up. It doesn't kill, but I could use that to like debuff them, and then use more of a. I could use Shimmer Mist in the meantime until I work up to this, and then switch, and then have like Blunderbuss or something else that's more damage oriented or utility for CC or whatever I want to do. I tried Flail a little bit, but Flail, I don't know if I'm a Flail player. Like, I don't know. Like maybe just popping instead of auto attacking with it, because I feel like the auto attacks with that it just feels so jank. But maybe just using the ability rotation of it, so trip. Maybe then just trip them. Use like your one or two other abilities that you want, then immediately switch back to Void Gauntlet and Void Blade. Maybe that's the ticket. I want to try Scorpion at some point. Scorpion could be fun. But anyway, so damn it, I don't know if I want to use this Shimmer Mist. Keen, Mortal Power, bleh, and Penetrating the Empowered. So that's pretty good. So Keen's a wash. So it's really just, do I want Penetrating the Empowered and 15 more base damage, or Life Stealing and Rough Move? That's a good question. Life Stealing and Rough Move. I'll try it because I need to try it. And then what I can do too, because like the VG, one thing about it was, so I'm going to lose the debuff from negative energy, so I'm not going to be doing Disintegrate anymore, but a little bit more base damage, a tiny bit. It's barely noticeable. 1384 compared to like 1301. That's interesting. 1306. Why does that number jump around so much? So 1306. When you put it on, see 1321, but when I actually equip it, it jumps to 1384. So I guess your passives boost it. So it actually is significantly higher. It's not like massive. I mean, it's not even 5%. What is that? Might be 5%. Yeah, it's right around 5% more base damage. Okay. And then you have Penetrating the Empowered rather than Lifesteal and Rough Move. And then you have, it's basically two per. More power is not going to get much benefit unless there happens to be little critters around the world fighting. And then, yeah, if I'm fighting two weak enemies or multiple weak enemies, if I happen to kill one weak player, it's going to really boost me for the seal the deal on the remaining player. But usually when you fight two weak players that don't have gear and they're learning the game, you're going to kill them anyways if you have a decent build. So I don't think Mortal Power's up. It's probably just like icing on the cake. Like you're already winning, now you're winning harder. I don't know if that matters too much, but the one thing I can do on this now is I can put a Jasper on it. So I could put, and I'm not going to put the Electrified Jasper because once I upgrade to 725, I think it eats the gem. But I will put just a Jasper. So that'll be potentially up to like a 20% damage increase on it. Whereas on Life Trigger, I couldn't put a gem on it. Or else, I'm sorry, not that I couldn't, I just didn't put a gem on it. Maybe I should have. So maybe instead of, oh no, I haven't upgraded it. So maybe when I do upgrade, maybe you just put a gem. I'll look up guides. Like this build doesn't use Life Taker, so I'm not really sure. Got Pristine Jasper. Cool. So I'll put that in this Tonic of Minerva. I think this was cheap last time I looked. Oh no, it is very expensive. Oh no, it's 1,000. Holy shit. But that's what we'll be putting on this once I upgrade it. Let me see if I have one. Tonic. No. I hate it when it does this to me. Tonic Do I have? Holy shit! I got a bunch of these damn things. Well, that's awesome. So that saves me money. I could sell them for like 5,000, but I'm gonna hold on to these just in case, like I put them on random things. Well, I'm not gonna be put. I could sell like 3 or 4. Let me sell some. Sell. I had 7. 8.99, and I'll sell. Sure. I don't know if these sell very well or not, but who knows. So I sell my mats. I don't process or craft anymore. So I just sell whatever. Oh, the market's way higher. 36, 52. Ooh, that went higher. This is great. It's very good. Let's put that to 1 day. So now I can sell those for much more profit. It might be worth going to get those. I'll just sell these for the buy order price. And it, like the Orichalcum, I was selling it like 20 cents per. So somebody did like a major buyout. Maybe I'll just hold them now instead of selling at 20. I'll just wait until it goes up and then sell them and just stockpile them. That's probably better than just selling them immediately. Okay. So I got my Jasper in there. And then very good. XCK, are they doing CK run? XCK? If they are, okay. I don't think they are though. I think someone's just trying to get around guy. Alright, so I think I have to unequip it. So if I unequip this and scroll down. So what's going on? Did I lock it? I did unlock it. Where it should be there. There it is. Oh shit! I need 1,200 more. Damn. 1,200 more and a coconut. So that won't be until next week. I'll get like, gosh, I need to get started a bunch. And then I would put like, there it is. I need a coconut next week, and then like 1,000 more, 1,200 more of the doubloons. So I'll have to spend some time out there. Like, I don't think the server does CK runs anymore. Like, if they did CK runs, I do like 2 or 3 CK runs, and I'd have enough. But it doesn't look like I've seen them do it. Maybe it's like in the evening time. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. And like with this build, I don't know if I could solo it. And even if I could solo, it would take so freaking long. It's just not worth the time. I'd have to kill like a bunch of mobs one by one. I probably could, but it would like be an all damn day thing. Same content. Like this guy's just spamming. This queen person. They're just spamming. It's so weird when people spam like this. There's no one else talking in between you, bud. Like, I guess if there's like 10 minutes in between, it makes sense because new players might come online or take a look. But if you're just spamming like every 10 seconds, it's like, what else is even talking? They see your message. There's really not much going on. One thing I wish they did for like faction chat is timestamp this. Like, how long ago were you doing forts? That way it would save me time while traveling there. So I could go gather more or calculate more and sell it, but I feel like as soon as I do that, the price is going to drop. I could keep doing runs out here for the doubloons. I try to mix it up just because if you do anything for so long, you get a little tired. Maybe what I'll do now is I'll practice this build, I'll go over to my Reekwater spot, and then I'll do my PvP content for the day because I haven't done OPRs in Arena. That actually sounds like a really fun idea. So I can practice this build out. In OPRs, I'm going to get a host because I don't have sustain to fight multiple people, and I don't have any haste or movement. I'm like a sitting duck. So, and like everyone in there uses like their pre-mates, and they're using haste spam builds and running everywhere. So like, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold them in place, the good players, long enough to kill them. So I'm probably just going to like have to prey on like the players that I do. I'm probably going to do 3v3's more. I might do one OPR, but let's see if there's... Hatchet run by. Brook and River. Sounds like Brook like still does, but I might be misreading that. I'm misinterpreting it. I don't really feel like. The thing with the Gorgon is, like, I think it's a good raid from a design standpoint. Not that I'm any kind of expert on raid PvE raids. I don't do them in any game besides this one. It's a long time commitment, so like I don't always have like I might be leaving the house or might be wanting to play with my dogs. I don't want to commit 2 hours of like high intensity time. The nice thing about Arena is like you can do it in 5 minutes at a time. Like the queue is longer than the fights half the time. So I'll hop into an Arena one now. I think that's it for this. Let's check if there's ore. Let's see. Alright, let's hop into. Let's do 3v3. And I'll try this build out. So I'm currently at 304, 268. Which is weird because I was like, where did all my buffs go? I'm so confused. Because that's food. Like, why am I not 300, 300? Oh, I dropped an item. Where'd it go? Boom. There we go. Oh, I looked at that. I'm at 343, 268, so I'll have to respec. Is this like a comp or it's an int? So, oh, because it was Life Taker's Magnify. So it was magnifying the column that I had it set to. Alright, so I'll respec in here. Ugh. Just do it now. So 300 rests into focus is what I'm planning. Go. 36. Maybe if I get a little more, maybe I can get it 50 on focus. I don't know. This is full potato mode. It definitely doesn't look as sharp. I think the business is leaving. Let me get some.
It's almost time.
So again, still learning the build. I've only had this build for like a day. I don't have any experience doing like group fights with it or anything like that. Let's do intelligence just to make sure. Get that on. And where's my that one and this one. Cool. So perks 301. It's weird how it moves like that, but okay. What I've been doing lately is I'm checking to see like if they're on the same server and like in the same. These guys are all Valhalla, but they're all in different guilds. So if like 2 of them are in the same guild, then I can like tip me off that hey, I might get jumped by a pair of players at once, and I can watch out for it. Solo players just don't have the coordination that groups do because they're not in Discord calls together. So it's like, it just gives you something to forewarning.
3, 2,
Again, blunderbuss. So one of our guys dropped like super fast this MA18. What is that called? Is that like a life staff? I don't know what he's playing. The angry ear stuff's hard to figure out. It's either a fire staff, life staff, whatever it is. It didn't do much of anything. Yeah, it's 8K. So this is gonna be a loss just because we happen to get the random guy that's just it's just really hard when you have that. Yeah, I'm not good enough to build it to like. I could probably kill one of them maybe, but like I can't. This guy's just completely dead weight, so it's just really hard to keep up with that. Once I have to build better, I should be able to like survive longer, but I'm not set up right now to be able to do that.
3, 2, 1. Make this a clash to remember.
See, like the guy's already down thing. So it's like, yeah, you just can't do anything. You know, and again, it's not the player's fault. It's the dev's fault in this one. You can't put like hyper competitive people that win the majority of their matches and actually have good outputs in their matches with players that don't do anything. Like this guy literally was just a bot. So you can't do anything. I think that's just a fire staff, but he's just standing still, letting them just crush him. He didn't even move. So it's like, what are you supposed to do with that? There's just no point. It's just best to like let the match end and go on. If you're like a really good at kiting, like trick and something like those, and you're light, if you're in a light build, you can kite around and extend the fight out and try to like, burn them down one by one. But playing in medium, until my build's like stronger to where I can like take out multiple people at once, there's not much I can do. And I really need to get the better perks for this. Like without nullifying Oblivion, I'm not stripping their fortified and all that stuff. So I'm really not able to do the damage I should be able to do, I think. But anyways, yeah, my build's definitely not strong enough yet to dominate. But still have fun with these. And it helps me learn the build. That's the main thing. I won't really learn it. one different change here. Let me try, instead of, where's Pestilence? Instead of that one, I'll try Pesty. And it's always going to vary from match to match, which one does better. I'll try to do some healing debuff here. Drawing the OPRs, or not the OPRs and arenas, just for the daily, but they don't really want to do it because they're PvE players, or they don't care to try. They might even be PvP players, but they don't care to really give effort at that moment for whatever reason. So you kind of get stuck with them. I think I forgot to drink that last time. That would matter. Because it's a daily activity, so they're just kind of just for. No. What happened? Oh, I switched my. I gotta respec again. Damn it. I don't respec. Let me just stick with my ectoplasm keg then. So it looks like I got a hammer user, hammer sword and shield, hammer something, hammer shield something, sword and shield, and then a fire staff. Fire staff, IGVG or VG fire staff, one of the two.
Three, two, one. The bloody contest begins! A blue player has fallen!
Heavy touch. The bow really don't do anything in this. You have to be very good with bow and movement to hang in the current meta. I think the map is just too close for bows in this one. They could be like third, but like, yeah, it's try to catch him up there. We have one player that's just a complete bot. Yeah. That one player just drops too fast. So this guy's just complete bot too, so scratch Sasquatch. See-through mode? No. Scoreboard's bug? The scoreboard's UI's bug? But this guy's not doing anything. He like that. He just runs up and dies immediately. Then Elijah, I think, is just a tank, so like he doesn't really do any damage. so he could just be ignored because he's just probably a high con CC bot. The scoreboards are always like bugged. Since the game launched, they can fix that. It's like it takes the fun out of it when
The Reds look unstoppable for now.
I don't know what to do like with this guy. We just have to win 2v3. It's gonna be tough. Maybe I'll just play behind Elijah, let him go in, and then back him up.
3, 2, 1. Get ready to go.
I'll try to play behind. The other guy just plays behind. Gotta help. You're the tank, bud. You gotta help me. Same people. You fuck. So he's like making me 2v1, and he's not helping at all. It's like, dude, you're the tank. You're playing high con. You gotta help me. You can't just go and do a 1v1. Well, you're the tank, and I'm fighting you alone. Dude. Help me. You're a tanky boy. I can't 2v1 fight the same people. He's like running around chasing him with a full tank build with no mobility. He's like, you fuck, come help me, you shit. We're both in melee builds, come help me. You gotta clump them together. It's like fucking shit. No, let's all separate. They're the range builds, you fuck. They're gonna run away from you and kite. It's like, that's what they want to do. We don't want to do that. We need to clump them. They want to separate. Can someone tell me what a run bot is? Because I see that. No, that's a different person. Sewer Sasquatch. Yeah, sure. I already said that. I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, there. He jumped, waited till I pushed in, and they all jumped me, and then tried to jump in. You ran ahead and suicided. Killed yourself. It's like when you're light, you can't just go straight in and suicide. Like, you have to play behind. You're a backline roll, not frontline roll. Hold on. The 1v1 duels. I guess we're going to keep doing.
3, 2, 1. The moment of reckoning!
Oh, he's a tank build. Okay. He's a CC bot. He's just a CC bot. I'm kind of wasting time with that flash shot. I don't know why he keeps going for the wrong targets. It's like whatever target I go for, he switches the, oh, stay by me. Then as soon as we're on the same target, no, he goes off and he's one wrong. It's like, why are you switching? Just stay on target, huh? Rapier has so many iframes. It's just constantly invulnerable. I'll stick with PvP for this guy. There's just so many invulnerable frames. It was like, because a lot of the different builds they gave Rapier, like you're invulnerable to like damage and CC. Like that frontal like stab attack is very strange. Like fix your scoreboard, please. But yeah, that was a 2v3. Ugh. It's weird the flail user, he chose the wrong target because I'm tankier, but he actually didn't even get close to me. It's kind of weird. I'm surprised he didn't go after the easier to kill target. Because one guy was and then maybe a 2v3 like right away. Sword and Shield does need less stamina, or it needs to be easier to break the shield of Sword and Shield user and players. Just shields in general, like it just takes too many attacks to get the block break. It's very strange. It's very hard to block break. You shouldn't be able to like be invulnerable to so much for so long and so many attacks. Like there should be like a certain amount of damage that will be done that just breaks the shield rather than have to do like so many heavy attacks. And then like you have to get into melee range to heavy attack as a because range attacks don't really break shields. And then when you do, Sword and Shield's also a CC bot build, so you just get CC, you just play right into their hands. Thank you for coming at me so I can CC you. It's a little strange how they have it set up. Sword and Shield needs, I think it's just too good at defense while also being very good at, like, very decent at offense. Good at, has good mobility, good tracking, good chase, very good soft and hard CC with slows and stuns. So I think they just need to balance it out a little bit more to make it less, or make it more vulnerable. Because right now it's like, I can do my full bruiser combo with a bruiser on a shield user, gravity well, auto attack, maelstrom, detonate, and all that stuff, and they take no damage. If they block during the whole fight, I actually don't even think their shield breaks. So it's very frustrating. You don't even break the shield by throwing your full like 30-second combo at them. It's like, oh fuck. And it's not like they're blocking with a skill. They're literally just R&D. It's not even, they haven't even wasted a cooldown to do so. That's a little frustrating. So I see like where the other team was saying, hey, like, you know, blocking, it's not very interesting, but they were trying to honor the duel on their side, and they let it go do a duel, that's kind of cool by them, but they're not going to win in the duel versus that build as range players, just because he can literally ignore all of their attacks. Even Rapier doesn't block break, so it's like that was a good Rapier player with bow Rapier, but Rapier doesn't break shields, so he's hard countered. All he has to do is just hold block. You can like do all the thrust attacks you want, but like you're not going to get through to it. Oh my gosh, I got Serenity. I don't play Greatsword, but I think I have to buy Serenity. This is like almost so hard to get. This is low GS, 420 perforate. That's not a bad item though. Very low GS, but you know. So I don't plan on playing Serenity, but it's supposed to be super rare, so I'm just gonna buy it. that I'm saying that. Thank you very much for updating the PvP track artifact appearance rate. I appreciate this very much as a returning player. It was one of the significant major issues I had with the game previously, making me quit. Good job. And that's serious. I wasn't trying to like blow smoke, but that's serious. Like, it's a good thing for all players, especially new players. Like, if you're on console and you're just new to the game, like, they wouldn't understand, like, why do I get the artifacts within the first, like, 1 to 3 times I run an expedition, but I can't get a PvP track artifact I need to make a build viable. That would be hard to explain to them, like, why that is. Freedom, fire harnessing, con. It's okay. I have like a lot of similar items like that. Let's see, do I have any more? Season 8. That one. So like no matter where I go, I don't finish anything now. It's just 2 missing everywhere. So shield, sword, play 2 songs. What are the swords? Complete faction missions. Defeat Zergamet, that's so random. Kill enemies in 2-handed melee combat. Close. Alright, let me do, I'll play 2 songs. How do I play a song again? Is it F5? F3? That's fishing. Is it F5? Oh, there he goes. That's fine. I hit that button before I didn't do anything. Song select. What is the shortest song? 40 seconds. Let's do a 40-second one. How are you today? We'll do middle. I don't even know if you need to actually hit keys. Maybe you do. I do like this. Like the Guitar Hero. It's a really good implementation into the game. It was just so random when it hit, like no one saw it coming. So it was like weird to get excited for it because they didn't even hint that it was going to be a thing, and then it just dropped, and I was like, "What? What is this?" It's kind of a cool system. I still enjoy it. I don't like that it's like mandatory. I like just playing the songs to play the songs, not because it's like, hey, and you get some buff. I get like they're trying to like encourage people to play songs, so like I get it from their perspective, but like I kind of just wanted to play it because I enjoy the thing, not because Honor of the Warrior. I don't know what this is. Let's play this one. Seems like it needs like someone singing or something. That's okay. Got 3 levels. Okay. sub. It is 3. Oh, it's probably still hot. Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I tried Gym Boys for the first time. Their tacos were good. I wasn't expecting them. All right. Spot. Got a lot of personal photos of my trips. Those 3. Okay. Take my pops out. How do I get into this? Nope. Okay. How do I end this? I'm time to get rusty on some of the keystrokes of the game. Finish this one. I'll come back later. I'm not going to do an OPR. I don't know if I got enough of the little thing for the 3v3 arena or not yet for the daily. I mean, I like them anyway, so it doesn't matter. I like PvP track. Like, the one thing about arenas, especially when you're losing and you're not winning, it doesn't go very fast. Hopefully I won, but like, I don't really know what artifacts I'm shooting for anyways. Like, I'm sure more have gone released in the game than since I last played. I'd like to get Ankh. That's for Bruiser. I don't know if it's used for anything else besides Bruiser, but just to have it, I'd like to get Ankh. I have tumblers. Yeah, but you don't need the PvP check for that tumblers. You just do it yours. And then trying to think what else would be in there. I have Pestilence already. I got Serenity. I think Rifle's in there, but I don't want to use shields for anything. I'd have to look to see what other ones are part of the track. That's it. So a little bit there. Yeah, so these are the arena ones, right? No, trade skill. This is arena. Yeah. So maybe you can get 3 daily? I don't know. Like, they all have different numbers, and I haven't memorized them. I never really cared to. But I'll come back and do more arenas later. The build feels okay. I don't feel like tanky though. So when I'm playing it, like, there's definitely like when I'm watching bits of this thing, it's super tanky, and I don't feel tanky yet. I feel like I can hold my own 1v1 with most builds, but I don't feel like I can tank multiple people yet for very long. So there's definitely perks that I'm missing. I think one's definitely Divine on the amulet, and then drop. So it'd be Health, Divine, and then like a Protection, I think. I have to go back and check, but definitely not unimpeded, definitely not Fortified. Those are kind of like, ways. They don't provide anything. I mean, Fortified's not extra fortification, it's just extends the length of your Fortify. And then this one, Hardy and Healing Breeze, I think are the perks you want, but the third perk I'm missing. I don't think they're using leeching. I forgot what they're using. Let me check. It's not leeching. And it's not like void damage as I would thought. They're using something else. They are using Keen Awareness. So they're using Keen Awareness for crit chance, Hardy, and Healing Breeze. So I don't have the crit chance, which is the most common perk, but yeah, I don't have it. And that's a Gorgon Ring. They're using Endless Thirst. I don't know. I have to check Ankh. Like, maybe Ankh is only for incoming healing, not that you heal yourself. Otherwise, I'm curious why they're using. If Ankh applies to healing, all healing sources, you apply to yourself. I'm surprised they're not using Ankh compared to Endless Thirst, but they're using Endless Thirst, which is interesting. They're using the Sandlion Tarsus heavy footwear from the Worm. I definitely don't have those, and probably will never have them. But that's Keen Speed, Freedom, and Hardcore Parkour, so that's their speed, and I don't have that. And then I'm working on upgrading the Heart Rune to 700. I'm only at 625. I need more of the orbs for that. Working on it. That's easy, just take some time. Amulet they're using is Health, Divine, / Protection. I don't have / Protection or Divine. And they're using it with Focus, but I don't think that really matters. You can put the Focus in wherever. I just have Health and then random crap. I have ones with Divine, but they're Strength, and so I can't use them with this build. And then, so their pants are using Invig, Voracious Blade, and Enchant Word. I might have Enchant Word, but I might have Invig, but I don't have Voracious Blade. So I'm missing while below 50% health, heal for 28% of the damage dealt by Void Blade. So I think that's one of the main ones is that I don't have the leech. I'm missing the leeching from the attacks. So then I'm not healing, which means I'm not tanky. So that's I think the main one. I have to get these perks. And then Putrefying Scream inflicts the disease on hit, reducing the target's incoming healing by 32%. I don't have that either. So I don't have Putrefying Scream. I don't have Voracious Blade for the leeching. And then they're running in Vig on every armor piece besides the boots. And they're running only one Enchant Word, actually. Enchant Word on the pants, believe it or not. They're not running Enchant Word on all the other pieces. The Jin, I copied it. They're using Mortal Lifesteal. I was surprised. I thought that they would be using Enchant Word, but they're doing Mortal Lifesteal. So I copied that, not knowing exactly why it works. But hits grant 2% Lifesteal, grant 8% of your max health on kill. So I think that's just general leeching, stacking with Voracious Blade. So that gets you up to like 30%. Yeah. I don't know if it's worth, to be honest, but I'm just copying just because I don't know any better. And then the chests are using Nullifying Oblivion. When activated, Oblivion removes limited duration buffs from enemies within its radius, and the cooldown is reduced by 10%, 10.68. So that's huge because the buffs are like, it's their damage, it's their mitigation, it's so big, it's important. So not being able to strip those is like, I think makes my build completely janky and like not really competitive or viable. So I need to get these perks on my gear. Like even if it's not like the perfect piece, I gotta get at least the perks. And I don't even know if Scream is big, but I think it's mainly Voracious Blade and Nullifying Oblivion are priorities. And then Scream, I need to get, but I don't know if it's priority like right away. One thing that's interesting is they're not putting Voracious Blade on the weapon itself. They're putting it on the pants. So it's 28% of the pants, and they think it's not as worthwhile to put it on the weapon. So their weapon, I'll tell you in a second. No, and then the chest they're using Nullifying Oblivion, Vital Synergy, and Invigorated. Vital Synergy does, while health is below 50%, gain 15% stamina regenerate. While stamina is below 50%, incoming healing is increased by 15%. While stamina is below 50%, incoming healing. So you kind of almost want to be low stam, like do 2 dodges and be dodging somewhat frequently, because then that boosts your healing off of your leech and everything else. That's interesting. So they're Invig, Vital Synergy, Nullifying Oblivion. That's interesting. That's Gorgon's Kuros. So that's probably one you have to craft. Interesting. Yeah. And then, so like my chest piece right now I'm using is just the Frigidon chest, elemental version, enchant word, thrust conditioning. So it's not, I mean, like, it's not a bad chest. It's just not like for the build. It's just generic. And I think for this build, it needs very specific things to make it work because it's doing a specific function. So like I just have generic stuff. It's all like health, refreshing, enchant ward, freedom, Elia version, thrust conditioning. It's like, but it's not like synergized for the build. I have like one shirking for it. Like, what does this do? It doesn't do anything. Yeah, which is interesting. Like the build uses less health. Like a lot of my pieces have health on it, but none of these pieces use health. Interesting. And they're all using 4 in Vig. And then just the buffs. I mean, the buffs in the Voracious Blade, the Vital Synergy, and then their weapons they're using are, well, let me just say that the buffs for the optimal build: Alacritous Punishment, Plague Crits, and Sundering Stacks. Yeah, I guess Alacritous Punishment or the Voracious Blade would be taking the same slot. So Alacritous Punishment's a much higher damage boost, so you want that. But yeah, I'm surprised there's no Keen on there. It's just Plague Crits. So I guess if you're using like Blunderbuss for like Pestilence, maybe you don't want Plague Crits. Maybe you could put like Keen or Keen Speed. I think it would be Keen. But definitely Sundering Stacks. That makes sense. The Rend. But yeah, it's definitely a debuff. Interesting. And then their attribute split is, they're not doing it how I was. They're doing 200 in 151 focus, 300 con. So I was using 100 too much in. Maybe I'll try it later with more focus. Maybe I wasn't healing. Maybe that's why I wasn't healing enough. But again, like I don't have the perks to really heal anyways. So I don't know if it matters. It's worth trying things around, but I got to get all these perks. So I just got to find pieces. I just got to run content until I get them. But like right now, I don't have any of these perks. Like, so maybe I just need to like run like Gorgon with like a VG as my offhand, and then like main hand whatever to gets me into the raid, and then switch to my VG offhand just so I can get some VG drops. I don't know if it like puts perks on armor based upon your weapons you have equipped. Probably not. It's probably wishful thinking, but maybe I just have to do Gorgon until I can craft things. But anyways, that's enough for me. I'm going to take my dogs out for a walk. They've been very patient and good pups, and to give them some outside time. It's nice there. But it is a warm one. Let me mine this last two, and I'll take a break here. But I am having fun with the build, even though it's like not optimized at all. It's not min-maxed at all. It's like I'm using the abilities, but it's not like synergize enough to really like be potent. I'm just kind of like mockery of the actual build. It's okay. I'll work on it. It'll take me time. But yeah, like the Dijin head wrap, I have it the way that the build wants. Endless Thirst, it's a match for what the build wants. So I got 2 down already. 2 out of 3, 4, 5 out of 10. So 3 out of 10 I got. I'm working on the Heart Rune. I'm working on Shimmer Fist as a starter one. Ectoplasm Keg isn't part of the build, but I'm just whatever. And then the armor is going to be the hardest part, is like getting the armor pieces right. Like the boots are going to be almost impossible for me unless I pay somebody, but I'm not going to RMT for that crap. I don't care. And then the other stuff I'll just have to work towards. So it'll take me a long time, but and, you know, the other things will arrive before then. But it gives me something to work towards, and that's good. It's good to have a build goal in this game, so you can work towards something that gives you like something to log on for and keep striving towards as a goal. So I appreciate having something like that. Like I had that for a Bruiser forever, but Bruiser was such a pain in the ass to gear. It was such a pain. Like you had to craft everything because nothing in the game came with Bruiser like locked in perks that you want, except for the Barnacles raid that had like 2 perks you'd want, and then it would roll a third. But then it changed away from that too. So like, that wasn't perfect, but it was okay as a starting point. So anyways, I'm rambling, but I'm going to call it here. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.